Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, Millennium Dawn, Vietnam. In the last episode, we ran our first couple of wars against our neighbors Laos and Cambodia. Both went very smoothly. No real issues because we drastically outnumbered their military, so no problems there. It hasn't really provided us with that much benefit, primarily because we haven't been able to get their compliance up yet. But that will just take some time. But in the meantime, we're going to continue working on expanding as possible. And see what we can get up to. Now, Thailand is going to be a difficult target, primarily because they're being guaranteed by Indonesia, and we have no navy. So, we really do need to start getting a navy going. We just need more coastline in that regard. And so, the next potential target, I believe, is going to be Myanmar here. They're not being guaranteed by anybody. They're non-aligned. One issue is that our only point of entry is this narrow front right here that is a river. So, that's a potential problem. And we have 9 ships. That's not really what I wanted to do. Doesn't matter. You guys can go ahead and start to patrol. Alright. Oh, I should have been doing that before. Oh, and also, I guess I'm just going to call this Saudi Arabia because it really is what it is. There's another civil war going on there. We'll see how that goes. And, see what happens there. Alright, let's get to it. Now, the other thing I did do is we reworked our infantry division. And in fact, I reworked it a little bit more off screen. I removed some infantry here to add in some more artillery. Both the support artillery and additional mainline artillery, and also added a tank battalion back in. I think there was a tank. There were some tanks in here before, so I wanted to add that back in there just to give it some more versatility. So that should work. Now, one of the things I'm going to do is we're going to get rid of this armored brigade. Actually, you know what? Never mind. These are armored regiments. We're going to rename the armored regiment. Well, these are brigades, but yeah, we're just going to re-edit these. I need you to be a different symbol. I don't really know what the correct one is supposed to be, but I'll go with this, and you with that. Now, heavy engineers, armored recon, self-propelled. I would like some self-propelled artillery. Anything else? No, that should be fine. Now, what's the width on these? 4. The Islamic Republic of Arabia was annexed. Okay. So that civil war is over. Salafists are no longer challenging. So. That brings me up to 24. That'll bring me up to 28. I would like some mechanized. Do I have mechanized? Armored infantry. Mechanized infantry. Alright, hold on. This uses IFVs. This uses APCs. You know what? If we're gonna go with armor, we're gonna go with armored infantry. That's 4, and that's 4. Actually, let's see. Self-propelled artillery is combat width of 3. That's what make this so awkward. And we'll call this Armored Division. Okay. Now, for the Armored Brigade... Armored... Self-propelled anti-air, right? Now for these, I'm going to take mechanized infantry, right? As opposed to armored infantry. Oh, that's 20 width already. Yeah. Do it. Yeah, that's gonna be the lightweight stuff. Okay. Yeah, these are going to be the heavier ones. And so are these. But yeah, their equipment is way short. But that's to be expected. Because I have significantly increased the weight of those units. Alright, do I want to trade with neighbors? I don't know if I want to trade with neighbors. Do I want to work on... political and diplomatic things? Or do I want to start reforming the army? No. Let's do this. 10 diplomatic influence. No, let's just do political reform. Do political reform. Start that up. Those are a little too expensive at this point. You know, it cost almost my entire current treasury to buy some tanks. And I would only get, like, what? 42 tanks? Yeah. Not worth it. Not yet, at the moment. No, let's just build one of each of those. I don't want to build a military factory there. They really need my coastline for dockyards. Naval yards. What I probably really need is infrastructure. All right, Myanmar. Do I want to justify? 40 political power in the last 200 days. Yeah, let's do it. We have very little information about their... Alright, give me an intel network. Is that even a front that I can put units on? Yeah. It didn't change. Good. Alright, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take these 12 divisions, and we're going to... take those off their orders. We're going to move those divisions into a different supply zone. That'll take some pressure off. Now, does Myanmar have an air force of any description? We have no idea. Well, this is 0. So, no. '21st century reevaluation. Improve computing. Good. It is 2005, which means we can do advanced computing. And doctrines. Ooh, we need to make a decision about what doctrine I want to do. Hold on a minute. Okay, I've just been looking through these. Trying to decide where we're going to go. This is obviously the more comprehensive side. The network-centric warfare gives a lot of bonuses, but it requires a lot of work. Because, you know, this one gets you this whole tree. Well, not the whole tree. You gotta choose either one of these. This tree. And this tree. Centralized. Let's see. Planning speed. It's all kind of focused around, like, planning. I was looking at guerrilla warfare. And, you know, the militia organization doesn't help me at all because we're not using militia. Out of supply, reinforce rates. Like, this is a mutually exclusive branch. So we would probably go down this line because this, again, is militia. Motorized infantry organization. Industry bomb vulnerability down, which would be nice to have. Considering that we're not going to have a very strong Air Force, at least not for a while anyway. Minimum training level, which means we can pump out divisions a bit quicker. Minimum training level, rhizome maneuver tactic. And out of supply and supply grace, or division defense, organization loss when moving, division speed, reinforcement rate. Infantry embedded armor. Technical flexibility, recovery rate. I'm thinking we're going to go to down to decentralized warfare. It just gets us more things, so... But we're not going to go this whole route. So we're going to go this route, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, political reform is done. That just gives us a infusion of political power. National Spirit political power bonus was grants political power gain plus 10%. 25% research for night vision goggles. Diplomatic propositions. Albania, Andorra, Austria, and 200 others. You just get a base opinion boost across the board. You know what? Let's take strength of the government. Let's see. Cost upgrade 24.24 billion. Mandatory service, yes. I guess we'll just go ahead and get those, just so we can get the bonuses for them. Not enough manpower equipment to fulfill our garrisons. Oh, that's one other thing I need to do. I almost forgot. Division designer. Give me an empty one. An empty division. There we go. We want it fairly lightweight. What we need is suppression. Modernized militia. Well, then what we would need is just something that's extremely lightweight in terms of equipment and manpower, which I guess militia would be what we were looking for, right? Manpower is the same. Light infantry requires less small arms, but also requires CNC equipment. Like, currently, hold on. This is a suppression of 8. Right? I believe this is what we're currently using. So, if I were to create an empty with just militia... That'd be a suppression of 10. Artillery battery doesn't provide any suppression. Engineers do. This would have a suppression of 12. We'll call it the Garrison. It lasts at lowest priority. Right. $99.23. The manpower is the same, but you know the kind of equipment that we need is significantly easier to come by. So we set this to garrisons. That should hopefully improve suppression. Probably change this symbol. Do that. Okay. All right, so we got our industrial electrospun polymeric nanofibers, stereolithography, production efficiency, retention, and base. Might as well go ahead and work on that. All right. Now working on our first dockyards. Now we can't do region-wide industrial encouragement because we don't... Any owned state has not already received an extra building slot. And it is positive, so the treasury is growing. We can do a small investment in cybersecurity infrastructure now. Do that. Let's go ahead and increase the tax rate a little bit. Okay. 11th of September 2005 is when we will be ready to hit Myanmar. We're working on improving our infrastructure. Alright, no. Alright, well, there is the Freedom League now. Which looks like is just the United States and its current puppets. Okay. Doesn't look like we can create a faction. I don't even know if I have the national spirit that would allow me to create a faction. Alright, strength of the government is done. Cabinet reform for more political power. Of October. We're gonna need to start thinking about ships. Though I have licensed some ships, so I can build licensed ships. But I think this is a good place to go ahead and stop this episode. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and stop here. And we'll see if we can get to the point where we've justified against Myanmar and see how that goes. We come back for next episode. So for now, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.